Hello friends, it is me, your host. Come back to our channel. I hope you all are well and doing great. So today I'm back with another video to give review on three books which are all about computing and internet. So the first one which we're going to see today is the Excel, the easiest way to master Microsoft Excel in 7 days. Introduction. Microsoft Excel is one of the most powerful and widely used software tools in the world. For decades, it has been an essential part of personal life in offices. Schools, and visualizing complex patterns. Excel plays a role in almost every field. In almost every field, yet for beginners, Excel often feels overwhelming. Often feels overwhelming. A program filled with endless a program filled with endless menus, mysterious formulas, and intimidating goals. Intimidating. The book Excel, the easiest way to master Microsoft in 7 days, is written precisely for audience individuals who need Excel but feel lost when they open it. The author offers a 7-day roadmap that promises not only to demystify Excel but also to equip readers with essential job-ready skills. Unlike technical manuals that try to cover everything at once, this book breaks Excel into digestible lessons and organizes them into a 1-week program. This review aims to provide an in-depth examination of books, structure, teaching style, strengths, weaknesses, and impact on readers. To do so, each day's lesson is analyzed individually, followed by broader reflections on the book's overall effectiveness. Chapter by chapter analysis. Day 1, Getting started with Excel. The first day of learning serves as an orientation. For someone unfamiliar with Excel, feel the interface can feel like an alien environment, ribbons full of icons, a grid of endless cells, and dozens of tabs. The section helps readers become comfortable with basics basics layout of Excels. Key lessons include understanding workbooks, worksheets, rows, and columns, navigating between sheets, formatting basics like adjusting sizes, cell size, bolding text, and using border. By focusing only on these fundamentals, the book prevents early frustration. The author wisely avoids diving into complex formulas here. Instead of encouraging readers to explore and play with the spreadsheet environment. Entering and organizing data. Once the reader is comfortable with Excel's environment, the second day introduces data entry and organization. This is one of Excel's most fundamental functions. Key lessons include typing and editing data in cells, using sorting to arrange data alphabetically or numerically, applying filters to display only relevant information, creating tables for structured data presentation. Example: the book suggests creating an attendance sheet or expense tracker, then applying sorting and filtering to analyze it. A simple budget table can be sorted by category, while filters can isolate specific months. Strength: this chapter connects directly to real world tasks. Students, office assistants, and entrepreneurs can immediately see how sorting and filtering save time. Critique. While the book covered tables, it could have emphasized the importance of consistent data entry, example, avoiding mixing numbers with text in the column. Nonetheless, the day's material is clear and empowering. Day 3, Introduction to Formulas and Functions. Day 3 is where Excel transforms from a simple digital notebook into a powerful calculator. The book introduces formulas and basic functions. Covered functions include sum to add values, average to find mean values, max or minimum to identify highest and lowest numbers, if to create conditional logic. The explanations are practical, not theoretical. Instead of presenting formulas as abstract, the book ties them to realistic applications, totaling sales revenue, calculating average grades, checking whether expenses exceeded a budget limit. Example, readers might create a sales report where Excel automatically highlights whether a salesperson met a sales target using the if function. Strength. The book makes formulas approachable by showing step by step instructions. Step by step instructions. Critique. Advanced users may feel this is too simplistic, however, for true beginners, this is a breakthrough moment. They begin to see Excel as a decision making tool, not just a table. Day 4, Immediate formulas and logical functions. On the fourth day, readers are pushed into more complex formulas. This is where many beginners often give up, but the book carefully guides them. Functions introduced include VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, searching data from large tables, counting values that meet conditions, nested ifs, combining conditions for more complex decision decision making. Example, a shop owner could use VLOOKUP to quickly retrieve the price of a product from an inventory table. Countif can be used to count how many times a student scored above 80 in exams. These are practical tools that professionals use daily. By introducing them, the book moves readers from basic tools that professional toward analytical problem solving. VLOOKUP is introduced without deeper discussion of its limitations, like the importance of data structure. A mention of the modern XLOOKUP available in newer Excel versions would have been useful. Still, the coverage is strong for immediate learners. Day 5, charts and visualizations. The fifth day shifts focus from numbers to visual storytelling. Data often makes more sense when presented graphically, and Excel's charting tools make this possible. Charts introduced include column and bar charts, line graphs for trends, pie charts for proportions, combination charts for comparisons. The book emphasizes when to use each chart type, not just how to create them. Example, a student can create a pie chart of monthly expenses to visually see where most money is spent. A manager can present quarterly sales in a bar chart for a meeting. Strength. This section gives readers the ability to make data more persuasive, professional for many Creating chart is creating chart is one of the most rewarding Excel skills. Critique while the explanations are clear, this section would have touched on best practices. Strengths of the book: clear structure, 7 days each, building logically on the last, beginner friendly language, no overwhelming jargon, practical examples, real life tasks, make learning relevant. Confidence building, readers feel progress quickly. Time efficiency, learners can commit to 1 week and emerge skilled. Conclusion: the easiest way to master Microsoft Excel in 7 days succeeds in making Excel accessible. Practical and learnable in a short time frame. It transforms Excel from a confusing program into a tool for problem solving and productivity. While not exhaustive for advanced learners, the book achieves its goal to give beginners the skills and confidence to use Excel effectively. Final rating: strengths, clear, structured, practical, and motivating. In just 7 days, the book provides a solid foundation, a springboard for lifelong Excel mastery. So, the second book which we're going to see today is the Minecraft STEM Computing and Coding. Introduction: in the modern digital landscape, the gap between entertainment and education is rapidly closing. Traditional teaching methods, while effective, often fail to capture the attention of 21st century learners who are immersed in technology, from a young age. Video games, often criticized as distractions, are now being re examined as powerful platforms for learning, creativity, and innovation. Among these, Minecraft has become a global phenomenon not just as a sandbox game but as a educational environment that fosters critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. The book Minecraft STEM Computing and Coding is one of the leading attempts to harness this potential. Written to appeal to educators, students, and parents, it introduces readers to the ways Minecraft can be used to explore STEM. Minecraft STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and concepts and acquire fundamental skills in computational thinking and programming. The book tells Minecraft's open world gameplay and transforms it into an interactive classroom. This review provides an extended evaluation of the book, analyzing its structures, style, strengths, weaknesses, and educational values. It will also include a chapter by chapter breakdown of the material, discussions of how the projects apply to real world scenarios, and critiques of its scope. Chapter by chapter analysis. Chapter 1, Minecraft in Education. The opening chapter lays the foundation for the book by answering the essential question: why Minecraft? Here, the author describes how the game's open-ended, block-based environment is naturally suited for teaching STEM. Unlike traditional educational software, Minecraft does not dictate outcomes but instead empowers learners to experiment, explore, and create. The chapter emphasizes Minecraft's role in building collaborative learning environments, its alignment with constructivist teaching theories, where students learn by doing. Case studies where schools have already used Minecraft in Minecraft in math, science, and design lessons. This chapter serves as a persuasive introduction, helping educators understand why integrating games into teaching is not only possible but essential for modern learners. Chapter 2, STEM Concepts Through Play. This chapter connects Minecraft's gameplay with specific STEM skills. Science. Players stimulate ecosystems, understand food chains, and experiment with renewable energy. With renewable energy. Building greenhouses in Minecraft, for example, teaches students about sustainability and climate science. Technology. Redstone's Minecraft's in-game wiring system is presented as a tool to explain electrical engineering and circuitry. Engineering. The design and testing of structures in Minecraft mimic real-world engineering challenges requiring balance, planning, and efficiency. Mathematics. Geometry and ratios become intuitive through building structures, measuring block distances, and designing symmetrical patterns. The author succeeds in showing that STEM is not confined to textbooks but emerges naturally in gameplay. This is where the books begins to truly shines. Chapter 3. One of the most critical section this chapter introduces readers to computational thinking, a skill set necessary for coding and problem solving. It breaks down computational thinking into four areas: decomposition, breaking problems into smaller, manageable steps; pattern recognition, identifying recurring solutions in Minecraft tasks. Example: resource gathering, abstraction, focusing on essential details while ignoring distractions; algorithm design, creating step-by-step solutions such as planning automated farming systems. Chapter 4, Introduction to Coding in Minecraft. This chapter makes a turning point as the book transitions from gameplay to actual programming. Block coding readers learn how to drag and drop commands to automate Minecraft tasks. For instance, coding a character to automatically build a wall. Text-based coding, the book then gradually introduces more advanced languages like Python and Java, showing how scripts can create modes or automate complex in-game processes. This chapter is valuable because it makes coding accessible and playful, reducing the intimidation factor that many beginners feel. Chapter 5, Real World Applications. Here the book bridges Minecraft activities with real world challenges. Examples include designing a Minecraft city to simulate urban planning, creating sustainable farms to mirror agricultural engineering, building bridges and roller coasters to replicate civil engineering. This is one of the strongest chapters because it shows that Minecraft is not just a toy but a laboratory for applied knowledge. Educator resources, 6th chapter. Teachers are a central audience for this book. This chapter provides lessons, plans, project guidelines, and classroom activities. The author suggests collaborative group projects such as designing a functional city powered by renewable energy in Minecraft, which reinforces teamwork as well as STEM learning. The presence of ready to use activities makes the book highly practical for educators who want to integrate Minecraft into their classrooms without having to design lessons from scratch. Chapter 7, Advanced Projects and Challenges. The final chapter introduces introduces Final chapter pushes learners to go further by integrating external programming, automation, and advanced Minecraft modifications. Examples include creating automated transportation systems, complex redstone based machines, Python coded simulations of environmental systems. While this chapter is less detailed than earlier ones, it serves as an invitation for motivated learners to continue exploring beyond the book. Strengths of the book: bridges play and education, demonstrates that video games can be meaningful tools for learning. Practical STEM integration connects concepts like geometry, physics, and engineering directly to Minecraft activities. Coding made accessible introduces both block based and text based coding in a natural, engaging way. Support for teachers provides lessons plans and classroom strategies encourages creativity. Open-ended projects promotes problem solving and innovation. Conclusion: Minecraft STEM Computing and Coding is an innovative and practical guide that demonstrates how video games can be powerful educational tools by connecting Minecraft to STEM concepts and programming. The book empowers students to learn problem solving and creativity while having fun. It is especially valuable for educators and parents who want to guide children toward meaningful learning experiences. Though it may not satisfy advanced coders, it excels as an entry point into STEM education and programming by combining clear explanations, practical projects, and real world applications. The book proves that the future of learning is interactive, playful, and digital. Final verdict: excellent for beginners and educators, engaging, practical, and forward thinking. Limited for advanced learners, but a brilliant foundation for STEM and coding. The last book which we're going to see today in this video is the Social Engineering Cookbook by Manish Sharma. Executive summary: Social Engineering Cookbook by Manish Sharma positions itself as an compact recipe-style compendium that combines OSINT, NLP, and human factor security techniques. The book suggests greatest strength is its practical framing. Short, focused recipes make complex human-centric attack patterns intelligible and translatable into defensive exercises. Its greatest trick is dual use, a manual that could be repurposed by malicious actors if operational detail and ethical framing are insufficient. This extended review evaluates the book across 6 axes: structure and pedagogy, how the cookbook format supports learning, technical and conceptual content, what topics are covered and how deeply, ethics and legal context, safeguards and responsible use, defensive value, how security teams are responsibly use the book, limitations and risks, including obsolescence, misuse potential, and audience mismatch. Practical exercise and access sample defensive exercises, KPIs, policy templates, and further reading. Structure, pedagogy, and rhetorical framing. Cookbook metaphor, pros and cons. Sharma adopts the cookbook metaphor. Each recipe specifies context, required inputs, steps, expected outcomes, and mitigation notes. Pedagogically, this is excellent for adult learners and practitioners. It supports quick reference, scenario planning, and conversion into tabletop exercises. Pros: modularity. Teams can pick relevant recipes and turn them into drills. Actionability: short blocks of contents and easy to translate into training. Retention: the recipe structure aids memory and application. Cons: dual use exposure, modular, actionable content is also easier to misuse if operational details are present. Oversimplification risk: complex socio-technical phenomena may be flattened into step lists, obscuring nuance. Chapter 2: Technical and Conceptual Content, what the book covers and how well. Core themes interpreted from the book's scope: human persuasion theory, principles of influence. These are necessary for understanding why social engineering succeeds. OSINT techniques, high level mapping public digital footprints. Correlating signals, prioritizing targets by risk. Important for defenders to know what an attacker can learn from open sources. NLP applications, using language processing to cluster social posts, detect sentiment, and identify behavioral patterns at scale. Framed primarily as analysis, defensive, scenario recipes, phone, email, in-person pretexts. Defensive mitigations, detection signals, policy changes, training exercises, and measurement strategies. Ethics and governance, scope, consent, lawful testing, and disclosure. 3. Ethics, legality, and responsible publication. Ethical framing requirements for any edition. A responsible edition must do all the following clearly and early. State a defensive purpose and intended professional audience. Include strong legal disclaimers that unlicensed testing or deception can be unlawful. Provide consent and scope templates. Scope templates. If Sharma's editions includes a full ethics chapters, vendors blub suggest it does. That mitigates risks, but readers should still apply organizational governance when using the material. Defensive value. 9. Policy template. Executive summary. Policy authorized human factor testing and awareness exercises. Purpose: improve human resilience to social engineering while protecting employee rights and third parties. Scope: all awareness, phishing, and social engineering tests performed for the organization. Authorization: tests require written approval from CISO plus legal plus HR. Consent: only leadership sign-off is required for original level testing. Targeted simulations on specific individuals require informed consent or HR involvement. Minimum standards: no simulated tests that mimic life-threatening emergencies, no entrapment, preserve privacy, remediation and disclosure, timely debrief and remediation plan, non-punitive learning focus. Metrics and reporting: quarterly metrics to be presented to executive leadership. 10. Suggested companion resources and further reading. For defenders and teachers, not for malicious actors. Influence: the psychology of persuasion. Robert Cialdini, Classic on Persuasion Principles. Open source intelligence techniques. Michael Basil, Defensive OSINT Techniques and Privacy Remediation. NLP and Text Analytics for Security Teams. For security teams. Awareness: industry guidance, example NIST, ISO to align testing with governance. Appendix A, checklist for an organization before using the book. Executive sponsorship obtained. Review the edition's ethics chapter. Ensure it meets organizational standards. Create a written testing policy aligned with the policy template above. Select a narrow pilot to test exercise conversion and measure KPIs. Plan post-exercise debrief, remediation, and communications. Keep a living register of public references used in exercises. Remove or redact sensitive data. Appendix B, how to critique a recipe responsibly. Methodology for reviewers. When reading any recipe inside the book, reviewers should ask: is the intent explicitly defensive or offensive? Are ethical, legal, and consent constraints clearly stated. Does the recipe include non-operational indicators that defenders can use? Can the recipe converted into a safe learning exercise without reproducing manipulative scripts? Does the recipe rely on ephemeral platform features that will soon be outdated? So this is all we have from these three of the books. I hope you guys like the information, like the books. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. And if you wanted to suggest any other books for a review, you can tell me in the comment section. I'll be back with another videos with another books to give a review on. Till then, just take care and goodbye.